I stole Kevin's egg. Sure hope I don't get ringworm from open mouth kissing these vultures. Shot the tree to death. 75 degrees here in February. Look at all these frog eggs. Beautiful little spot for these creatures. Guys, that's insane. Think of the possibility. Kind of creepy, honestly. Good morning, everybody. It's another 75-degree day here in Texas. Even though next week it's going to go up to, I think, 20 degrees. By that I mean it's going to go down to 20 degrees. It's going to be 0 degrees for the wind chill. So we are literally going to have a 60-degree temperature fluctuation. Oh, and it feels like 80-degree temperature fluctuation over the next couple days. And what stinks, you guys, I still have to deal with Kevin. And these guys are starting to lay eggs now. Here, son, have a little bit of this. Here. Oh, the little babies are eating. As you guys can see, the baby Rhea are doing great. We have done it. We have raised 3 generations of Kevin. I will not be hatching any more Rhea eggs. Nor will I be giving any more away to all my friends that keep asking me for Rhea eggs, and I keep giving them away immediately. Like I said in the last video, I am going to be making a fortune. That's right, you guys. Everything's perfect here, but the views are down, and the Urban Rescue Ranch fandom is dead. Now Uncle Ben has to start little businesses in Waco to make some money, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. Starting with my Rhea egg business, you guys. As you can see, we have 2 muddy Rhea eggs in this field. There's the baby over there. One of the kangaroos is just sleeping in the barn. Look at that little leg. And my vultures are very happy right now because they have their own giant pond and a 200-foot flight pen to fly around it. And there's still water in this nasty pond. But look at this, you guys. It's beautiful. These guys just get a dead thing that I drop off every now and then for food. We take good care of our garbage disposals here. But if I go in there, they bite my legs until I bleed. I have to wear jeans and it's 75 degrees. I'm not doing that. I can also just let the vultures follow me around everywhere here if you guys want to see that. But as you can see, I'm harvesting these Rhea eggs. They're not even bothering me because A, they got muddy. They're probably not going to hatch. And B, yes, these are a little bit inbred. Here, boo-boo, do you want to eat an inbred Rhea egg?
Why the Ohio haven't you liked this video yet?
So some might say it's more ethical for me to not hatch these or even allow them to hatch them themselves.
Still haven't done it. Starting to make me real mad.
So I am going to be selling these at the Waco Downtown Farmers Market and getting rich. You go out and try and find some Rhea eggs for sale right now and you might have a little bit of trouble. And there's some people that just have thousands of acres of nothing but Kevins. Oh, they're biting me. Oh, this is horrible. This is what it looks like when I let them out, you guys. They don't just fly away or anything. They like to just stay here next to me. They're my little buddies. They literally just hang out here. And in a couple weeks, all of this grass is going to grow back and it's going to be lovely. For now, I'm going to let these guys just hang out. Looks like the baby's already in there. Look, you guys, they're flying laps. And if I didn't put these guys back inside at night, eventually they would end up just flying over to the neighbors and attacking them. But look at this beautiful pond, you guys. I need to start stocking this with fish. The water's officially good for me to put fish in here now. There's going to be a lot of anime filler fishing episodes coming up, you guys. So I hope you're ready for that. But let me know in the comments what you guys think I should put in this pond. I'm thinking a couple bass or maybe just crappie. I don't know. Oh my gosh, look at all these frog eggs, you guys. Oh, that's crazy. I hope these things don't die. Look at that. 2 big giant chunks of frog eggs just immediately appeared in here. So no matter what, we're farming frogs in here, you guys. What if we just ate the vultures and turned this whole enclosure into a giant bullfrog farm? Think of the possibilities if we just eat these vultures. And they probably have that brand new avian flu everyone's talking about. There's a ton of other random vultures always come here and hang out on top. I'm also going to try and put a little bit of shade here so that it stays nice and dark here at the pond. But with this filter, we shouldn't have to worry about algae too much. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some fish in here. Even when I'm walking around in here, you guys, these guys just follow me. Kind of creepy, honestly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and walk them back to the house. As you can see, the baby's doing much better. The baby will always be kind of weird now, but he definitely survived that. And even though his face has holes in it, he's actually doing super well. Oh, and now he's in there. Perfect. Oh, just kidding. Never mind. I don't think I'll be able to get these guys back in unless I feed them, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what we got going on at the front. Somebody dropped off an injured beaver last night, super late. Oh, here they come. These guys are doing really well. I don't know why they're in here. What is Poggers doing in there? Poggers and Kevin have always just had this mutual understanding. Oh, I have your egg. I stole Kevin's egg. Hey! They don't really seem to mind these vultures. Also, Puggers always barks at random vultures. But these guys are so bizarre. They're just friendly with the other animals. They have no qualms with these other creatures. And they let me just walk right up to them like this, you guys. Look at that. I still have this closed off to the cappies. Oh, look at this precious little boy. Wow, you guys, they're perfect. Look at these lovely, majestic creatures. And their newborn babies, which are just literal miniature versions of them to an exact scale. But yep, it's 75 degrees here in February. These vultures keep trying to bite my feet. Poke. I think they're just happy that I let them out now and they're just playing with me. Gee, I sure hope I don't get avian influenza from this. Sure hope I don't get avian influenza from playing with these buzzards.
Gee, sure hope I don't get avian influenza from open mouth kissing these vultures.
Well, gee, I sure hope I don't get avian influenza from open mouth kissing these wild vultures.
Oh, I sure hope I don't get ringworm from kissing this deer. But look at this, you guys. Boo Boo's just a dog. This is my favorite animal on the property. Name of Boo Boo. Look at this deer. I think it's such a fun privilege to live in Texas where we can just own these axis deer without permits or literally just get invasive orphaned ones that you get to keep. If you guys are new, Boo Boo was a little invasive axis fawn that was born in someone's yard in Leander. Then they brought him to All Things Wild and then they realized they couldn't release him after they rehab him, so they can't put him with their other deer. So they just gave him to me. So now we just have this little friend for life, I hope, or at least for a good amount of time, that just lives completely harmoniously with all these other random animals here, even poggers. Also, you guys, I think the beaver dug a hole into the ground here, but I know the beaver dug a little hole into the ground over there. Now, any animal that lives on that side of the fence can just drink water from this hole. Oh, what's funny is that still, hey, get off me. Get off me, boy. What's funny is this little hole on the other side of this fence is still technically on my property. So I can go over there and dig a pond for any animals that I soft release on the neighbor's yard, which is honestly just 8 acres of abandoned forest. Look at this little guy. How does it feel to be bothered by another creature? As you guys can see, these ducks are doing great. I'm glad we released the other duck because this water's honestly a lot clearer now that there's less bio load. Look how high they are, you guys. That's insane. Look at this little guy. Oh, it's nice to let them stretch their legs every now and then. Look at this, you guys. There's a tick on my dog Boo Boo. I'm gonna get this off. Kevin, get out of here, bro. Stop. Go. Get out. I'm picking a tick. Get out. Sometimes I like to just slap them, you guys, like this. Oh, get out. Be gone. Be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone. Look at this, you guys. When they land on the bobcat enclosure, they just try to eat them. Okay, I'm taking down this fencing now because we just don't need it for these guys. And these boys just follow me literally everywhere I go. But that does look a lot better without that visual barrier now. And I'm probably gonna move those barriers to here to make this completely not see-through. But look at this, you guys. We even fixed this little front area here. Soon we're gonna have a lot of mulch in here. We're gonna pull these and plant a new little tree here. I shot this one too many times. For the meme of it, I shot a ton of bullets at this and I literally shot the tree to death. The good thing is it's just a hackberry and my friend hit it with his skid steer, so that also is probably part of the reason. Warning, for educational purposes, this video contains footage of a beaver that came into the rehab last night and died shortly after. The beaver that I got had a massive tumor here, as you can see on his side. I think bro just died from cancer. Also, his teeth were broken and I think this actually kept him from being able to chew, but I think he just completely died. He couldn't even eat the food that we gave him. But we only had him for one night, you guys. That's how it goes. He also had 2 broken legs. Well, it is kind of sad. That is what these vultures are for. Look how much better this looks, you guys. And it just makes more sense because if these guys are going to be ambassadors, it doesn't matter. They don't really need a privacy barrier if they're going to be ambassadors. And I'm not going to feed them any more live things, except for on occasion for enrichment. But Boo Boo and this peacock with a broken leg that we rescued, who now has these beautiful tail feathers, are all thriving. I still have Gamer's great-grandson here. And my buddy hatched out a bunch of his kids so we can keep the line going. Cappies are chilling on this hay, as you can see. And this is a duck blind that Wilbur Soot slept in on my property. Beautiful man. I hope he's doing well. But look at this little guy, you guys. He's been stuck out here for a while. Sure don't love feeding beavers to vultures, but I don't want to give him to that bobcat. And just on precedent, I don't really give mammals that died from like an unknown thing, even though I'm pretty sure I know what this little guy died from. I'm always super careful about feeding deceased mammals to other mammals, especially. Birds is one thing because there's not a lot of diseases that can cross over. Although now I hear avian flu is becoming something that can be transferred to felines. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this poor guy in here for the vultures in this nice little area here. Honestly, guys, I needed to put him in there because if I didn't, these vultures wouldn't come back. Oh, look, the peacock is trying to impress her. Imagine if we got a hybrid. Oh, okay, guys. How about you both come over to where you're supposed to be? Look, you guys, they're following me back whenever I start screeching. Arr, arr, arr. Look at that. If I just call, they come in. Some of you guys may find this to be a little disturbing or gross, but for the sake of my report, I do have to do a necropsy and find out what the cause of death was. And then I'm going to go ahead and feed it to these guys who are now in here because I started poking at them. Gee, it sure is going to look nicer in here when we actually put some sod down. This is why I don't feed things that are dead mammals to my bobcat. Incredible that God made these disgusting little animals here that just eat everything that's gross. You know what's absolutely amazing, you guys? I think these two vultures are different genders, and they're definitely from different families and localities. Both these beautiful little creatures, orphans from different nests. And now they get to live together in this lovely little place, even though they can't be released. I forgot how awful he is. Let me just lock him in this other little enclosure. He is so much better at fighting me than the other one is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what sucks is I'm not wearing any sleeves. It's one thing if I'm wearing sleeves. My arms are just completely exposed. Okay, there he is. This is a nice little spot for just him to live. And now, once again, Kevin has to sit here and watch his son in such a beautiful little paddock with a whole pond and all of his wives to himself. Beautiful little spot for these creatures. Parkers is my little Rhea herding dog. Parkers, get that little boy. Perfect. Now I've finally removed all this fencing so I can see these little guys when they're screaming. And yes, I'll still rehabilitate hawks and owls in here. Why not let those hawks and owls learn how to hunt? Yeah, Patrick and his brother are just over there being adorable. Whoa, what a wacky video, you guys. Popping that beaver's tumor sure was foul. Can't believe I actually posted that to the main channel. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. And now I'm currently in school to become a pastor. Uncle Pastor Farmer Dad Ben arc is now started. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Ooh, almost forgot to tell you.
Don't forget to read your scriptures today.